Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of my channel. You can call me the Metal Man, and the purpose of this channel is, as you can see, I love putting together metal models, whether it be for Time for Machines or Metal Earth, or just about anywhere I can get them from. And the main purpose of this channel is to take metal models and put them together, and to show you the my tips and tricks and sorry, I'm having a brain cramp. I have no script for this. Tips, tricks, and methods of putting them together. Because I've seen a lot of channels that do this type of thing. However, they do not get up close and you can't really see what they're doing. And that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be putting them together on camera. You will be seeing what I am seeing because I am looking through the camera at the screen as I am doing this. So before we begin, let me show you a few of the tools that I use. First off is these pair of pliers. I use these for bending long stretches, and I have other tools for that too. This is basically these are what make up my basic toolkit. Another tool is these pair of long thin pliers that I use both to get in tight areas, and if I have really long areas. And these pliers here are basically my go-tos. As you can see, they have flat tips, so I can bend 90 degrees relatively easily. These I got at True Value, and I don't know if they sell them still. I got these like 8 to 10 years ago when I first started. So there we are. And I also have these. Focus, thank you. I have these. There are cones that I use for both rounding and for doing the small cones, such as the thrusters on the Apollo module. And I'll be showing you those later on. And for really thin, these are my second pair of go-to pliers. I use these for whenever I can't get into a space with my other ones, or if I'm bending something 90 degrees and it's in a tight area. And I'll show you that later on as well. Let's see. And these are my third set of go-tos. It's kind of a midway between the big black ones and the little red ones. Come on, focus. Thank you. Sorry about this. Sometimes the automatic focus on this thing's kind of finicky. And yeah. And for rounding, I mostly use these stepper mandrels. As you can see, they got a good length to them. If the piece I'm bending or rounding is longer than this, I have other ones. Usually, I use a set of precision pliers, no, precision screwdrivers. My apologies. Like I said, I do not have a script for this. And this is the other set of come on, focus. Oh, come on. There you go. This is the other part of the set of stepper mandrels. I got these from I believe it was the Hobby Lobby. Either Hobby Lobby or Michael's in the jewelry section. So there you are. Those are my basic tools. And I have other ones that I use, but I'm saving those for later. Mostly because they're kind of hilarious. Now, let's get started on this thing. So the first model I decided to do is the model of the USS Arizona. Sorry about that. Here we go. This is going to be the model of the USS Arizona from Metal Earth. And I will also be going into the history of the USS Arizona as I go along. And I have areas where I'm basically just repeating steps, which will give me the opportunity to get into the history and the background info and some little known facts about it. So the first step we're doing is this one here. It's just a basic step, shouldn't take too long. And, well, let's get started on this thing. So, first off, we have to get this one here, this piece here, and this piece here, and then form this piece to that piece. And that looks pretty basic. So, like I said earlier, let's get started. All right. First off, I need to change the camera on this thing. There we go. So you can get up close and personal. And as you can see, we're going to have to round that piece right here. So what we do to do this is we take the piece. We're gonna put the top here on here, so we can kind of get a feel for it. And usually I use the stepper mandrels, but I believe we should be able to just push down. Like so. There we go. Alrighty then. Yep, that worked pretty well. Alright, now we just gotta pay attention to the rest of it. Like so. So this one, we gotta move this piece here, move this part up, and fold that over. So that's like that. And then fold that up. Do the same thing on this side. So got it. Okay, got it. Alright, so we go like so. This piece up here like that. Gotta be kind of careful with this one, because that part there, because it's thin, it doesn't always want to bend properly. Then like this. And this one here, and then like so. We can always push that piece in. Alright. Alright, so that looks relatively good. We'll figure out just how good once we get it on. Alright. Sorry about that. The focus on this thing's kind of, like I said, the focus is kind of finicky. Alright, so go like that. Probably do a bit more like that. Just doing the opposite on this side. All right. There we go. Now let's see how well this thing matches up. Just by looking at it, it looks like it matches pretty darn well, actually. All right, come on, buddy. There we go. And just true it up, like so. Alright, not bad for just eyeballing it. Alright, now that that's done, and now that we got the basic form in, we take this off, and I'll show you why in a minute. And I completely failed to take it off. There we go. Alright, there we go. Now the reason we did this is to have better access to this piece in front. So that we have better access to the tabs for this piece in front. So let's get that formed. And that would be this piece here. If this camera would focus, thank you. Alright. Looks like a relatively straightforward. Match up closest to the mandrel. Be this one here. Alright. I completely forgot which one. Okay, it was this one. Alright. Second one there. Alright, now we'll true that up later on. Alrighty then. Now we got to bend this. Now that we got that done, we just bend these tabs over. Let's see. Alright, for this side, I'm going to use my go-tos right here. Bend them over like so. Alright. Now for this side, can that? Yes, it does. Okay, cool. Alright, now for this side, we do the same thing. Like so. Now that that's done, we just true them up. Alright. There we go. Now to get this on. Let's see. I actually can't tell. Huh. Surprising. Okay. Oh, come on. Where'd you go? Where'd you go now? Ah, there you are. Sorry about that. And this is, I probably should have mentioned this is going to be completely raw footage. So if I make a mistake, it's going to be on camera. But if I do make a mistake, we'll be showing you how to undo it. So that's a good thing. And we all make mistakes. Alright, so. Alright, let's get this puppy on. There we go. Now, to secure this, there's a couple different methods of securing it. One is to bend these over 90 degrees so that they're flat up against the metal. But in this case, that doesn't. But in this case, what we do is we turn the tabs 90 degrees like so. And this gives it a stronger stronger connection. And of course, when you turn the tabs 90 degrees, sometimes these get out of whack, so you just kind of straighten it up. Alright. Now we should have plenty of room here for this one. However, I am just going to go ahead and do it now because it's going to be easier that way. So that is this piece here. And let's see. I'm trying to... Okay, I see now. Alright. Okay, so it's going to be going... Looks like about a 45-degree angle. And then straight down, and then that piece here goes straight back. Alright. So let's do this one. Whoops. Alright, there we go. One thing I should stress when doing these models is that this is not a race. When you do these, keep referring back to the instructions, especially if you're not sure you recall how to do it properly. Because with these are a very thin metal, so you only really you want to try to do it in one try, because you might not get a second chance. And if you bend these too much, especially when they're lacerated like this, you can break them. You can actually break the metal. I've broken pieces multiple times before, and sometimes it's not unavoidable, but it kind of drives me nuts when it happens. All right, that's good so far. All right, where's that piece? Here it is. Alright, as you can see, it's kind of a little bit out of whack, but we can take care of that once we get this secured. Alright, like the other one, the one we did there, we just bent it 90 degrees, twist it 90 degrees to the entrance, like so. Alright, this isn't too bad out of whack, so it's just out of whack diagonally. So what we do is we go in there and then twist in the opposite direction. Not a lot, just a tad. Because a little goes a goes a long way in this case. Alrighty then. Now we put the front on. And now you have it upside down. That could have been bad. Alright, get the front in there. There we go. Now the other side. Oh, come on, focus, buddy. Thank you. All right. Now we just bend. We gotta bend these over. Well, it says to do that, but bending 90 degrees doesn't give quite as good a connection as twisting it 90 degrees. So what we do is a little trick I picked up in this very instructions at one point. We do it. We twist it just not a lot, just a little bit for a more secure connection like that. Not a lot, just a bit, and then we fold it over. Like so. And what that does is it gives it a bit more of a secure connection than just bending it over. Last one. All right. Oops. All right, now this is what I meant by mistakes. See how this is bowed a lot? Oh, this is supposed to be flat, so now we gotta fix this. Shouldn't be too hard, just press it in like so. A little bit more. You want to be very patient when you're doing this, because a little goes a long way. All right. And that is the first part of the superstructure. And this is still not quite straight. There we go. Much better. And it'll probably straighten out even further once we get the rest of it on. Alright, this is the first step for the battleship number, I believe it is 39 actually. Sometimes I get them mixed up. Doesn't say. So yeah, first step of the Arizona. And on that note, have a pleasant evening, everyone.